Well, hello and welcome to probably one of my final videos. I'm just going to run through some of the things that I've seen that I think will be important to you over the coming days and weeks. Let's start with the glitch. I think there's a glitch coming. I think there's a glitch that could come, and I decoded it to come on the 11th of the 11th, 11/11. From that post to Friday, the 10th of November at 4 p.m. close of play of the New York Stock Exchange is 11,010 hours, or 660,666 minutes to 10 past 4. Or to 11/11 is 1 year, 3 months, 3 days. That's the cicada reverse, 331. If we do get a glitch, then I would say that's going to be your excitement grief, and then I think the reset would come along in order to unglitch it. And here's CoinMarketCap replying about the 2021 glitch on December the 4th, which was 1 year, 11 months and 27 days ago, on the 10th of November. Apologies, Lodestar 3 to December 2022 glitch was the 1 year, 11 months, 20 days there. And from the glitch itself, this post to November the 10th is 1 year, 10 months, 27 days. If you're a Mr. Paul follower, it looks pretty good for that to occur. This is that AI account, which is an anagram of autist with a KA. K is 11, A is 1. Autist is his name. Big Short backwards. It says here we're on a clock, and that means basically you're on a timer. 321 is his timer in British time. 321, 8th of November takes us to the 11th. We're on a timer. Big Short. The Jester has decided from Merlin a year ago on 11/11. The Jester. What did I discover earlier? I discovered that the bearable guy, if you go from April the 1st, 2022, being April Fool's Day, he is the Jester, the Fool, and it takes you to the 11th of November for 589 days. Isn't that fun? Obviously, I've talked about my my cyber attack prediction starting on the 10th of November. Even if it's not a cyber attack prediction, it's something prediction. It's the storm. Without doubt, it's the storm. It's very, very clear to see, and I've mentioned it on other videos, so I won't go into it again. But it fits really nicely with then Arya's Prime's discovery, which takes us to the 19th of November. So all things, all connected. This is, I feel, incredibly so, is the time for the storm. Put my heart on my sleeve. That is what I believe. That is absolutely what I believe. Okay, what else have we got? After the reset, my feeling is it will need to be quiet. I honestly, the riddles are going to be gone. They are going to be deleted, and therefore I think a lot of our data is. If there's anything you need to print off, print it off. So I think we're going to have to be a little bit, I get the feeling we're just going to be a little bit silent about the things we've learned over this period of time. I'll come back to that. Hidden Amber Arcana with some great research on the 589 and Manifestation number by Alistair Crowley is the number 77. And 7's a magnificent number for XRP. Some good stuff there. Hackers. You might not see this. I do. The H for the hackers. We've got the connection where the H bridges across the two ones. 1, 1. That's for the 11. What happens when you break the connection? You've uploaded this video yesterday. If you haven't seen
December 1987. Home computers were sort of a thing. We were still...
And that's about how the worm is distributed across the platforms. This is a good one. 13 times 13 is 169. And 169 can only be divided by 1 and 13. And the sum of all it and all of its divisors is 183. 1 plus 6 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Keep your eye on the prize. The Xmas bell and the wow signal. This was fascinating.
Bell-shaped. The wow signal traced an unmistakable bell-shaped curve, matching the expected signature of a space-based source passing directly over the telescope.
And the bell lasted 72 seconds.
The wow signal traced...
This is fascinating, the wow signal. You get from the wow signal, which was on the 15th of August, 1979, and you go to 11/11 in any given year. It's 2 months and 27 days apart. Now, interestingly, what's fascinating about that is to my birthday from 1977 is 20 months, 27 days. And my number has been enshrouded with the 227 signal for so long. And once we get out of this reset, if there is any viability for me to do simulation decodes, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. There's so much to explore. And here's a little bit of perspective from Joel Katz. He's got the the word lose. Oh, it's a clever bit of machinery, because you turn around and you'll see that it says win. There we go. All about perspective. Now, a great perspective to have when you do lose something like a big market crash is buy the fear, and that way it turns into a win. So yeah, it's pretty simple really when you think about it like that. Here's the swell Christmas tree. Can you see the way the lines are going up in the shadows? They've made those shelves, those empty shelves, look like Christmas trees, I believe. And over in this side here, you've got the shadow on the swell. And as Adventure Bears said, where do you find a swell of water? You find it in a storm. Howard Moon with Zoom. Chuck that in a Caesar cipher in the 9th position, and you get 1XXVV. The Roman numerals could equal and translate to 1111. The London riots were 12 years, 3 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we get anything coming along, because on the 10th of November they will be 12 years, 3 weeks and 4 days ago. The 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be an insane simulation sync if anything like that occurred again. Right. So over the course of the last few videos, you've seen me present what I think happens and when. And let me clarify. I think on the 10th of November into the 11th, the storm begins. The storm, I'm going to imagine, is the basis of a cyber attack. I'm going to imagine, and this is just fanciful because obviously I don't know, I don't see the future, but I imagine there is a lot of disruption, and as I've shown you already, I think there could be a glitch. I think then we see events and issues and things reset by the 19th. Reset where? Well, I think they reset probably fairly low, back into the 2020 March region. And I think if I'm right, XRP will be around about the 10 billion market cap, about 20 cents. I could be completely wrong, and I don't know how any of this is going to pan out. But there is a lot of exit signals flying around at the minute. So if you don't have any money to buy back in for a dip, I would probably consider you have some just as a hunch. If we've got a reset, it's not going to be positive, is it? And here is the final perseverance elements. I found a few others, but this is pretty straightforward. Lodestar 3 was all about buying the fear, selling the euphoria. So here we are, its final stage of perseverance. 1,440 days from Lodestar 3 to the 25th of November, which is 3 years, 11 months, 9 days, which is the 9/11 energy. I would say that is the last time to persevere, more or less. And interestingly, First Decider, his dates are just the same. He posted these JB riddles. J is 10, B is 2, 4 is 4. It's a numeric riddle. It works really well. It's going to work again in January, early January. But for now, it works. They both work really, really well to the 24th of November, which will be 1103 days, which again is the cicada reference, and 3 years, 2 months, 2 days from the other one, both to the 24th of November. That, I believe, is where you need to persevere, and that's exactly where, if it works out, as I think it will, that's where I'm throwing the kitchen sink at XRP. And then in the new year, I'm going to throw my money into everything else that survives. Because I think 2024 is going to be absolutely incredible to start with. And after we get to quarter 2, not long after we're in quarter 2, we might see a conclusion to certain things. And then I think the shizzle hits the fan. Because on the May the 1st is 8,888 days from Y2K. That is interesting, to say the least. For those of you that like Trump, he put his fingers across his lips the other day, and Mr. Paul's post back in 2021 is exactly 33 months and 12 days later. Quite incredible. So here, finally, just to sort of sum up the crashing thoughts. Here, my thoughts on a crash caused by an event such as from below the perspective of the riddles. RV, Ross Vandermeer said liquidity crisis 2019. What if that were February 19? And if Belushi said 219, everybody's expecting a bull run. And G said a crash on 219. Opposites attract. 219, the opposite is it's day 50, so day 50 remaining is November the 11th. All of this is linked to the mirror of 219. Let's see if I've still got the image. Did I include it? Oh, I didn't include that image. Nobody would know what I was talking about. Oh well, trust me. Okay. And let's finish on something pretty damn exciting. Here we go. From Adventure Bears. This is insanely good. Right, hopefully we can zoom in. We can. Right, what she has done here is she's, obviously you can see, she's mirrored the image. This is fascinating. She was a good friend of mine, and I was talking to her this morning, and the things that, you know, some of the things that she said, and she wanted me to come on and talk about this, because it's not her thing. She said, the storm's in the middle, and you need to look within when you're persevering. You need to look within, and you see that you've got the transparent books, so everything becomes transparent. And she noticed that the knight and the bear are looking away. They're almost distracted from what is within the storm. They're not looking in it. They're looking further on afield. And of course the bear would be, because he's the architect. And the knight, he already knows too what's in the storm. So perhaps there is that. They're looking to the future. They're looking to the sunnier days. So, what is fascinating is inside this storm. It's fascinating. You've got to keep looking at it to get the perspective. But I'm going to zoom in right here. Ugh. That, my friends, is a snake. With its tongue here. This is a snake. There is only 1 year of a snake coming. And that is in 2025. And here it is. And what's interesting is, because it's mirrored, it has these little squiggly lines. It almost looks like a Loch Ness monster. But it has, if we turn your eyes sideways, let's see if I can do something. Okay, so that's the snake. And if we adjust the image. I think you can see it well enough. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, so there's your snake. Pretty clear. To me, it's very, very clear. It shows how clever these riddles are. It's absolutely astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. And so, here, I believe, there is these bouncy lines. And a big shooting up into the snake. So one hump, back down, another hump, back down, and then boom. That is pretty much what I believe is probably going to happen with the charts over the next year and a half. So bear that in mind. Let's get the whole image in this time. So starting with the storm. Let's get rid of that. Let's have another one. Okay, so this is the storm image. But there's more than just that snake. There's more than just that snake. There's something else in there which is quite fascinating. But I tell you what is fascinating. That there. It looks like an alien. Genuinely, it looks like an alien. You seeing it? Maybe not. He's reaching, man. He's reaching. It's interesting. But even if it's not, what I see is pretty much overall is lots of serpents. This almost looks like a nose here. Look, you've got this. See this bit here? It's like it's angular there, and that even looks like it looks like a bear. I mean, look at that. The mouth, the nose, the eyes, and the ears. And then you scroll out, you've potentially got two eyes. Scroll out further, and the entire image looks like a series of totems. Look at that. That's so clear. Can't you see it? You can see that, right? It's so clear. Even this, fascinating. There's almost like a godly look here. If you see the eyes here, looks like God, like in his beard. Every time I look at it, I can see it differently. And I've just noticed. Let me spin. Let's rotate the canvas. These squiggles, they actually start over here. Where do they go? So from purple, which is XRP, we have a big rise. I think you can follow it there. I'll see if I can trace it around with my pen. I'll try to do exactly what it's doing. It does this. There. Up. Across. And it looks like it does that. And then up we go. Into the snake. So purple up. Down again. Up. Down again. Up. Down. Gone. So, yeah, there's no straight lines for XRP. There never has been, there never will be. Okay. What else can we see sideways? Apologies if you can hear my dog snoring. That's hilarious. Yeah, this totem pole is amazing. I think that totem pole looks like a cat at the top here. It looks like he's got emerald eyes. When we zoom out again, what else do we see? There's some eyes here as well. There's even a little face there. That looks like a face. The many faces of the storm. Even a pharaoh. It looks like right at the top here. Looks like a pharaoh of some sort. Fascinating. That's like almost like a skull and crossbones at the bottom there. There's this white bit. Space Invader. So that's fascinating. Anyway. So now, go down to the next bit to prove to you when the storm is. Let's show you when the storm is. This ain't over yet, big boy. Okay. The simplest element that I'm going to do, what we can do, we've got 5 windows with 5 holes, and that's 10. 1, so 10 is 1, okay? So let's just do it. 1, 1, 1, 1. What does that give you? 11, 11. Okay. Then we've got 4 ledgers, another 4 ledgers, and that's 8. But what's interesting, you've got the XRP symbol in the middle here. Okay, there's the XRP symbol. Now these waves are called a swell. When you have a storm, you have a swell, and the internet definition of a swell is very even, the same measurement of waves. It's nothing sporadic. They're really, really even waves, and that's what this is. This is a swell. It's a swell, and what's happening right now? It's a swell. So after a swell, or before a swell, comes a storm. At the same time, you will find a swell, you will find a storm. So the storm is coming. There's no doubt that the storm, to me, is coming. If you've watched all my other videos, you know what you're expecting. But here is the final addition to it. What's really, really clever about these riddles, they're just so entwined. But here we have the 3. There's your 3. There's your next 3. Notice it isn't anywhere else except the middle. It can't be. It can't exist. Then you have an 8. And you have another 8. And then you just have the reverse 3. 33 plus 88. Let's go back to Chrome for a minute. I'll show you on the screen. 33 plus 88 equals 121. Divided by 11 is 11. It's because 11 times 11 is 121. How many ways does this want to tell us the storm is coming? Okay, so those are my thoughts on what's coming and some elements of the storm and how I don't think we can avoid it right now. Good luck, whatever you choose to do, and we'll see you on the other side. Take care.